This is Achiever's Voice.
Yalama no ate kerijo yeni seseni The Achiever's Voice UG. Joseph Egau ngesloka kiror ido Tony ngesde jai kaune production alo. Ate ker Kaili moitorijo ebe kwape The Achiever's Voice ilosi ayaunu jo iporotoi luitunga luda pedo siya swame jok nuda swamata nuda rautunu ejoka kaneja teker otomapara na kalolo ija tomo district loko moro otemlo de jina kwape la kwana ochalo loko keto nenges de sipor e company loka MK Modern Organics and Natural Products otoma o video lo etu pakini ilosa itodi ni jo epone lo ijare company lo nuiswama ete kesi products lo egiti gita litolome company lo konyana ina nja misikin e company lo ngesde geuti Dr. T. Pascal Osire e diope koto moteso luda pero saswame jok otoma doketanu egiti gita ilosi adumun lokede story ebe ageunubo Dr. B.I. adoketait na pero rangesa spoken e company lo arebe factory lo aboistina neko pekwa neja situnga lui puiswa maite aswa msine nwegiti gita so ikoto atemarebe otitingorike deso ite eponele jatar aina peta otoma aboista naraibo factory loka MK Modern Organics and Natural Products.
We have fertile land, even more than a Kasese and so on, because Kasese again, when it becomes too hot, it is too hot, too extreme. But I don't know, because I need to speak to people again. You see, sometimes we can have a very terrible sunshine here. But the heat that is there, it is not this heat that is burning grass like Forteso. You see, Okotanya, it is dry. Here, you can find that grass is still, live. There is some life in the grass. But the soil is too hot that it burns the crops. So that is the science that I don't know, but we shall continue, and because now we also want to engage in narrow, I need to do some research on some of the things. However, because many people were saying that will vanilla grow in northern Uganda. So one of the things I did, one of my friends is a soil scientist. We picked a soil from all this farm, every spot, and then we took it to the laboratory. The results that came out that every crop can grow here. Yeah. And then the other thing is, as I said, when we came here 2019, when we came here in 2019, my whole idea was to do agroforestry. We have planted trees, many and many acres of trees. Eh? I started thinking outside the box now. I say now, trees cannot give me money because they are not ready. I have just planted. What is the thing that can give us, money? And fortunately enough, I had also returned a few months from Netherlands, where I participated in the Uganda Netherlands Business Convention. We visited a number of farms, and one of the things during exhibition was about chili and hot pepper. So I was looking at these things, I'm like, will I get money here? So when this thing came, in fact, it was like a dream. They told us the president will speak on Tuesday. Monday, I was at the farm here. So I told James that, you know what, let's go. Because we used to stay in the hotel. Very early in the morning, before the president speaks, we need to... No, the president was speaking on Monday. Very early in the morning, because we expected a lockdown, we have to, be in Kampala. While we were in the hotel, I was in my room, listening. The man said, effective 10 p.m., no movement. I said, oh gosh. I told James, pack your things in your room. I packed my suitcase. Let's go to the what? To the farm. And remember, I'm going to show you when we go there, you will see like a small house. That is the small house. In fact, it was still wet. I told them when I reached, Ed was there with the boys. I told them, no, for me, I will sleep in the car. They said, no. We have only 2 rooms. The other side is a double room. This side is a single room. So me, Eddie, and James were sleeping in one room. And then these other boys, this other room. We continued, we managed it there. We stayed there, lockdown comes, another one comes. However, as I told you, it was like a dream. So I said, now, what do? I started making calls. That how can I get seeds for chili and hot pepper? Somebody directed me. When I called the boy who used to work with the KK Foods, said this and this, and they sold us seeds very expensively. Do you know chili they sold us a cup? I mean hot pepper, a cup of seeds, 300,000. So we bought 2 cups, that is 600,000. And then with the other one, they're selling the chili, like the one we saw there, they were selling that one 70,000 a cup. So I bought 5 cups. The journey started. We put it in the nursery bed. I also got some guy around here. He does some nursery bedding there. I started using him as my agronomist. I do not even know his level of education or something like that. But what I knew, he has an idea of this horticulture and so on. So he came and helped me and put a nursery. I can tell you things were so wonderful. We started planting. When we planted...
Doctor, is that how the idea of growing spices came up?
Exactly.
Acclimatized?
No, that the growing of chili and hot pepper, that is where it came from. Exactly. That's where it came from. By the way, even most of these things now thinking beyond the box because I was reading about rosemary. I had an opportunity to work with some company, but later did I know that company also was just, they wanted to use people and steal people's money. So I had gathered a lot of information. However, let me finish about the chili and the hot pepper. So when we started planting the chili now. Planted the chili 2 acres, we planted the hot pepper 2 acres. Now, it was interesting. I didn't know at what level are we supposed to sell. 2, where is the market? I didn't know the market. So
Besides, we on lockdown.
exactly, and the chili, we are going to move up there. That's where we planted the 2 acres of chili. The chili was like this, very big, like this. When you come to the garden, you just admire. The hot pepper down there, we are going to go there. It was also, I said, now what do we do? We don't know, and we didn't know. For us, we're thinking maybe when it is ripe. I called the guy, this one who sold us, he said that, you know what, this thing of ours is ready, what should I do? He said, now I'm going to give you one number. He gave me a number of one of the inspectors in the Ministry of Agriculture. The boy, and he comes from Lango here. He was a very, very nice. He said, no, it is okay, we programmed. Now, how is he going to come? Because their cars are not allowed to move. I went to RDC, I told her RDC, though she was skeptical, I told her I must go. First of all, in the president's address, there are 2 things that he was very open about it. People who are in agriculture, yes, they must be allowed to work. And if I am to work, then this is part of the work. Give me a letter, I am going to Kampala, I have to pick an inspector to come and see she gave me the letter. Though it was a tough one, because I had to become also tough for her to give me the letter. I mean, I spoke like I knew everything, because, you know, I'm a good listener. When I listen to the president, it is like president was speaking to me. So I'm giving you the message of the president, as if you're not even listening. Exactly. Because if you export it when like this, by the time it reaches there, it will be soft. So they need when it is half ripe. By the time it reaches there, maybe something like that, So this is a Scotch bonnet. Very, very hot, very hot. In fact, after, when you reach there, make sure you wash your hands before you touch any part of your body. So, you know, when I brought the guy was extremely happy. You know, he got taken up. He said, what is this? Immediately, he picked a phone. When we were down there at the hot pepper, before we reached the chili here, the guy picked a phone. And he called one of the clients. He said, he's saying, how are you saying? He said, I'm fine. He said, I have gotten, one of the exporters is called the Singh, he's a Pakistani guy. He said, I have gotten for you the best chili in the whole of Uganda. I mean hot pepper. Because I told him first about the chili, I had the pictures, he had not seen, but for him he has confirmed that it is already the best. Now, a man said, are you sure that yes? Wow, it was wonderful. So we did the scouting. Scouting is looking at, does it have an infection? And truly, because we had no idea, we didn't know, both the chili and the hot pepper, they all had infection. But it was something small. It was very easy to eliminate. So he's the one even who guided us which chemicals to get. In fact, he got it for us. He put them in the trucks coming. We got it, we sprayed. 1 week, the hot pepper was cleared, the chili was clear, and they were all ready for export. So now we started the journey. But remember, for me, I am already in export business. So now I was looking at those things. I was looking at things that I can sell locally. Things that we can sell locally, because I am an exporter and the other business, all the airports are locked, the industries have closed. I can no longer export vanilla. So now, you know, I said we must get something that we can do and we sell locally, but my main focus was international market. We do it export. Up to today, I do not export chili, I do not export hot pepper, but I'm one of the biggest producers for other companies, because this one main thing is we wanted to do something that gives us money locally, that we can be able to survive, pay our workers, and of course have some money to help other people and yourself as well. So we started the journey. We sold and sold and sold. Trucks, Fusos used to come and they load 2 acres, 2 acres of hot pepper, 2 acres of chili. Higher. Then one of the challenges again that we had, this is the rosemary, some roots of rosemary. This, yeah. So one of the challenges again that we also.
So before you go to challenges, this thing grows up to what level?
The rosemary, it grows to this level. Goes to this level. And probably you don't have time, and also I would have taken you to one of the gardens there of my farmer, that is Honorable Mapendus, the MP for Laibi. Yeah, he's one of my farmers. By the way, the MPs are now my farmers. Hey, that is it. If you want to, if you think there is money there, for us, MPs are my farmers. And when they talk to me, they are saying, sir, because that is not their area, that's my area. We can, let them talk theirs in parliament.
They know it makes them money.
Exactly. Because now, even for Jara, we are going to harvest. The other 3 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks ago, these people of Amuria had a lot of rosemary. They deceived them, they grew, and the thing has been there. They wanted even to cut. I told them, don't worry, I'm going to help you. They delivered here 5, actually it was about 60 tons of rosemary. You have gotten it. It is dry. We have even started using. And I paid them their money because they got about 18.7 million. 16.7 million. And you know Amuria, those guys, they have their circle. A cooperative. It's called the Amuria, is the organic rosemary farmers and something. The name is too long that you can even bite your tongue. Yeah.
You're talking of challenge.
Yes. So the biggest challenge that we had was transport. Was transport, and was transport. So, but what we did now, after some time, I said, I have a friend of mine, is from Pakistan, very good friend of mine, and he deals in cars. I called him, how much is a box body, this size? He told me. But remember, these people, they have been paying me money, putting money in the account. I don't even know how much money I have because I was not able to go to the bank. You have to get a letter.
Is it the very thing?
No. This is a different one. The other thing is an exporter of these hot chilies, hot curry, mainly those things. But this one is called Muzafa Ikuba. He's a very good friend of mine. Actually, even if I don't have money and I need a car now, I call him, he will tell me, I will pay for the registration, you will pay me later, and the car will be out. And that is how we have built the relationship. So, I went and I disturbed the RDC. I said, now you know what? My people don't have food, and I need to go to Gulu to buy food. Now, you know, I also misbehaved. I said, let me try. I went to Gulu. But I can tell you, entering Gulu, I was stopped more than 10 times. Where are you going? Where is the letter? I said, you know, I am from Omoro here, and Omoro is a part of Gulu. I am going to buy my agricultural things and food for my people at the farm. No, but you have to have a letter. I said, but why would I disturb Madam Aradisi writing a letter just because I'm coming to get food here and go to the bank? Because I didn't see a president stopping people from going to the bank. Yes. I am alone in my car. I am not carrying anybody. I am going to do my transaction. I go back. Yes. They said, okay, next time you get the what? You get the letter. I said, no problem. So
you ordered for the box body?
No, not yet. When I went to the bank that day and I checked the account, I had enough money to pay for the box body. I asked the guy, hey, send me your account number. He sent. I transferred the money cash. I was the one waiting for the car now to come. And of course the car came, and we knew that the problem now of transport, that one now is solved. So that is the history. But as we continued, the next year we increased the acreage, but also we realized that first season there is a lot of production, so the market is very low. It is there, but very low. Then I started sharing with Ed. We say, now, we think the best thing we can do, let us concentrate production during off-season. Off-season means the second season. Yes. So we did it. It has been giving us money. Out of that money, we have also expanded and expanded. Actually, if I look into the land that we have bought again, using the money we got from Chile, I think we have added over 50 acres. Money from Chile, not my pocket. When we get it, money is there. They are selling 10 acres here. They are adding us this. We buy. Yeah.
Wow.
The greatest.
It is fair to say that Chile is a backbone of everything.
Here, yes. In this place, yes. Yes. So now, I started, because one of the things that I did, I began looking at agriculture as a business, farming as business. Not this playing around like this. Said, we must go into this as a business now. 2021, towards the end there to new season, that is second season. If you came here during around February, you would cry. Why? Because we lost a lot of chili. Actually, the chili, it was a drought because we didn't have enough rain, and I tried the lobbying. Nobody is helping us, so we lost it. Actually, the chili that we lost that year was could have given us about 200 million. Now the worst one is last year. The chili and the hot pepper that we lost last year because of the drought.
Yes, yes.
It was around 400, between 400, 500 million.
But doctor, with the capacity that you're in right now, don't you think it was wise to think of issues to do with irrigation?
Wonderful, wonderful. Irrigation as a word is very simple to say, to talk about. But irrigation is one of the most expensive things one individual cannot go into. You have seen even the ministers. They earn a lot of money, but no, there is no minister who can put establish irrigation for himself. No. But rather they get those things from government. So you need the government or you need an NGO. We have water here, down there. Very big swamp, it does not dry. We did, I say now, this irrigation, what we can do. I don't care how long we can keep on losing. I don't care. But let's do things one by one. Phases. So we did one phase. We have laid the pipes here. Water, I mean, coming from down there. 1 kilometer. That is only us. Then we said, maybe these ones who will come and help us, they will come and when they will get us when we are somewhere.
Yes.
And the pipes that are down there, it will, according to the technical person says that they can last to about 70 years down there. Now, that is not even, I cannot even say that is about 10% of what we still need here. Yes, okay. Because one of the things we had last year, we tried to do irrigation here. We have these pumps, we pump to water, we pump until you just get tired because we do not have enough, we needed enough power. And that's why we are looking at probably if we can get a powerful solar irrigation system. Because even now when you put a pump there and you hit, you will see water coming out from these outlets here. But that's not what we, because you haven't seen this, okay. But we shall see from the side. Okay, yeah. So now, so what we did, we also said, let's first do something. So we started digging this one. And this is also money. We have, in this farm, we have how many? About 5, 6? 5. One is in at the factory. We have this, and the other side we have, we have 2 the other side. So there are 4. Yeah? Now, we were thinking that probably we can put a tank here and then pump water in those tanks. As we're looking at something that is quick. Yeah? This water you see here, it is very clean. People are drinking. Now, we cannot even do that. Do you know why? Because this has become a source of water in the community. You see all this area, people now come and fetch water here. I cannot even say that this water was purposely for what?
For the farm.
Oh, for the farm, yeah. So I think we cross this side. But as you heard me yesterday, well, number one, I am a very good student of the Bible. And I know that if you want to be successful, don't rely being home. There are so many enemies at home than anywhere else. When God was preparing Abraham to become a great man, this is one thing that God did.
Forced him out of there.
The Bible does not say Abraham's father didn't have land. They had land. But because God knew that if Abraham remained in that place, in that community, then Abraham, God wouldn't have achieved what he wanted in Abraham. So what he did, he told Abraham, I am sending you away from your father's land. And I want you to go. You are going away from this place. And Abraham obeyed the message. God promised him that I will bless you in that land that I'm sending to you. But again, you see what happened. Abraham left with his brother Saul, and then the workers started fighting. Then Abraham stood and told Saul, now what do we do? Because now I can see, actually we are supposed to pass this side. We're going to find our way. No, I will lead from somewhere there. No, not there. Abraham told Saul, let's stand here, and I want you to choose the side that you want. When you take left, I take right. If you take right, I take left. It is the best thing for us to do. Otherwise, our people will begin killing themselves. The Bible says, when Saul looked around, Saul saw a land that was full of everything. And he said, I am going the other side, and I'm leaving Abraham on the other side. Now, because those are things that people need to understand. Abraham loved Saul because he was his brother. But what did Saul do? Saul decided to choose one of the most fertile land and left the dry land for who? For Abraham. Yes. But because Abraham believed in the word of God, that even where it is where there is a drought, something good will come out of it for me. So I listened that. I pray a lot. I never in my life thought that I would one day come to such a place. When God blessed me and I started getting some money, maybe the other history is that at home, they gave me 2 gardens only. But I don't blame my father because we had, this is not a, ancestral land, but he bought his land where we went, and they are about to 12 acres, 14. And in 14, we are 5. We are 5 brothers. And then what he did, the other part of the land, they left for, my father left for himself 2 acres, 2 gardens, something like that.
Then distributed the other.
Yes, so I am the one even who said, I was young, but I told him that, look, anything can happen. Nobody wishes his father to die. But I told him I've seen very many families that people are crying, people are dying. People are fighting one another because of land. So I would suggest that why don't you divide land that is there? I don't know how my father, because he said that is okay. But I don't know why he did this to me. Because When they were dividing the land, I was the person who was given the most, how do I call it, miserable gardens, that even when you put something, it doesn't come just like that. But I was happy. Then my elder brother asked him when they were saying, Osire takes the other one and the other one. Otau takes this one and this one. Atodo takes the other. Akol takes the other one. So he asked, Papa, you have given Osire Amisirindo a rock. I made a statement. I was young. I told them that, you know, because Papa knows that I am going to own a lot of land. I'm going to buy my land. In fact, even him, he laughed at me. But it was, you know,
Were you that
bad.
spiritual, like the way you're now, then?
No, I wasn't.
Because that one was like a prophecy.
Exactly. But how I said it, I don't know. Actually, it is even one of my, my brother reminded me about that thing when I told him that I bought land. Even just now in Otipe there where I come from, you know we are in the municipality now. Yes. Otipe there where I come from, I have bought a lot of land. In fact, I have stopped because I said, these are all my people, these are all my neighbors. If I accept to buy this land, then I am going to buy the whole village. Where will these people go? You know, I have just refused deliberately. If I am this crazy and greedy man, by now, I would have taken the whole village. Because people want money. So I keep on advising them. I also have some brothers of my cousin brothers. Those are sons of my my uncle, my paternal. They have sold the land. They went away. They have come back. There is nowhere. So what I've done, because this one I said that the one of family let me buy. I know that it is going to bring chaos, but let me buy. Do you know why? Because I knew I don't. In fact, everyone asks me, how do you always foresee things coming? I said, I don't know. Because I knew that they are going to fail and they are going to come back running. When they came back running, they have nowhere to go. Now, you know what I do? I say, have that portion, build your house there. And that's what I've done. So most of the land, again, that I have there, I have given it to my brothers because they also had it two. Now you have 5, you add this. That is from the land that I have bought. Of course, I have not given to them that this is permanent now for you. If you do that, then you are going to bring another fight.
Yes.
Okay.
So I want us to get back.
Yes.
Who led you here? How did you find yourself here?
I am a hustler.
That's a big statement.
Yes. And these words I would always wish to speak when I have a very big congregation of people. Big. Because I know that there are people who have been where I have been. There are people who have given up with life. There are people who are about to go where I have been. So the reason I always speak to them, because I want them to know that it is only God who has the keys to the destiny of a man. One thing, as I told you yesterday, do not give up. Maybe something is wrong, because one of the things that I also know is that my God can never give me poison. Everything that I ask from God, He has given it to me. But it was painful waiting until it came. So what I have learned from my God is this, that He's a God who would rather postpone to do for me something if I want it urgently. Because He knows if He gives it to me now, maybe I will die or something wrong will happen. So He will postpone for me. But I was doing some business. And I can tell you, there are people that I shared bed with, not women, as we were growing up. We became, in fact, in our village, they used to call us twins. When we started the hustle in Kampala, when I left, all was okay. But when somebody begins seeing that you have a bright star, don't even talk about education, because for me, I can tell you, one person was saying that if you're a PhD holder and you don't have money, in fact, you are speaking wrong English. And I'm telling you the truth. When you go to downtown in Kampala, there, Kiseka, I mean Chikubo, that is where people who have money are. And I can tell you, find out their level of education. 99% of them, they have never seen even on the door of their schools written, this is P7. They have never. But they are the richest. Who are you with your PhD? That you have papers that cannot bring food. You have papers, but you cannot help people because you don't have money. So, because of the life that I went through, very hard life, washed the underwears of women in order to get food. But that's a very good one for me.
I was actually going to ask you that because you mentioned it yesterday during a sermon. Yeah. You washed underwear.
Yes, very well.
For who?
For a woman. For who? The wife to the person I was staying with. And for who? Because I was a houseboy. What else do I do?
Were you taken as a houseboy, being paid, or you were living with a relative?
I was supposed to be paid, though we are not I don't want to go there, but we are related. Yeah, we are related. So I was not paid. Yes. So I was only working for food. Huh?
Because I believe by the time a decision is reached to have you in the home as a houseboy, a man must make that
First
decision.
When the man took me, and you know how it happened. This man, we are same village, same whatever. This man, those days when a chalk was Nyesebakebe, that is where there is money. So the man, all those people who are working, whatever, they say, let us go and do this as business. So because for us, we have failed, we cannot continue with our education, what do we do is to work in people's gardens, I boka chalk. So for me with my elder brother, this is what we did. As long as we know that there is a jaimu eleja and a boka chalk, we only pray that there is moonlight. If there is moonlight, I can tell you, my brother, we are ready to leave home at midnight. Those are los ibok. In the morning when the other people are coming, Adaunami Siri, two of us. Now, in the morning, you cannot even stretch your hand like this. It is so painful. Even for you to stand straight like this, it is not possible. Because I can hip iboka chokanyuna neto na mugo go line without me standing up. When you stand up, like, you will fail to bend. So the best thing, you do the work when you are in that position. In the morning, people will come, they are saying, who came here? For us, we go the other side, that let's go and count the hips. They pay us money. So the man got so excited. And then again, I don't know. But something told me I must be putting only in one shirt whenever I go to work. Then one day the man came, saw me work. Whenever he comes, because every evening he comes. He was working in Soroti there, big organization. But every evening he comes. When he comes, he sees this boy. Then he went and asked his brother, but who is this boy? That one, which one? That one putting on that shirt. Every day he puts, but he works like, which kind of engine? I want to take him. That is how the journey started. But it was not an easy journey, because that is how the journey of washing underwears of women and so forth so started, yes. The man,
at that time,
the man had all the intentions, good intentions for me. The woman was not there. When I was with him, all things were okay. When the woman came, things started to change.
Now, what were these good intentions that you saw from him? Was he willing to take you to school?
Exactly. But then again, because I think this is the design of the devil. You know, first we stayed in Kumi because he came to Kumi when they promoted him. Then, No. Yes. When they opened the office in Soroti, I mean in Ikumi, so he came there to make sure that the office was. So there is one of actually two. No, first woman was recruited, and that is none other than I think Betty, the daughter to later Etonu, Epolon. Yes. So Betty was like, Pascal, can you help me? I have no ngakipi, then we pay you. I said, it's okay. My brother had a new bicycle. So I used that bicycle. All that money, I don't want that man. That money, be giving to that man. So that he will be able to take me back to school. And your mama Hey. So these are the channels for water. 1 kilometer. Not a single coin from anyone, but these are just some our resources, chili, whatever. Then we put this first. Yeah.
But there is water.
Yeah, as long as you hit the other side and you open like this, you will see water pouring like nothing here. Okay. These are all the outlets. So then the woman.
At that time, doctor.
Yes.
You were in which level of education? Because I know it was a hard period. First,
in fact, I don't like talking about the level of education. Do you know why? Because each time I talk, I begin shedding tears. Yeah, because
you say yesterday you wanted to be a medical doctor.
Because it is very, very painful. Yes, I wanted to be a medical doctor. My father died 2 years into a PLOE. Of course, I did not perform poorly. But when he died, I knew that my dreams are gone. So, my uncle, maternal, same mother, same father with my mother, took me and said, now you know what, I am going to take you to school. I was very excited. He took me to go and stay at his home. His children were going to school. I was not going to school. Every day I ask myself, what is happening to me? When he comes and sees I am not in a good mood, say, don't worry, you will go to school next year. And you know, his wife had left. My brother, I spent 2 good years with my uncle. And of course, I got a paper. I graduated. And I think I got a first class in to be a best cook and a cattle keeper from my uncle. Thereafter, my other uncle, I actually left home. I told my mother, you know what? I cannot. Let me come back home. But then again, I was seeing my mother dying. She has the desire to help me, but she cannot help me. She's just a poor woman. My elder brother cannot do anything because, first of all, these are boys that they forced to marry. If you don't marry, the Karamojongs are taking cows. I think he married when he was about 18, 19 years. But that is not what he wanted. Now, let me give you the most painful. Leave alone washing of the underwears. That one is just a by the way. That one is just a by the way. Do you know, when the man goes to Kampala, because those NGOs those days, yes, you can go to Kampala for 1 week for workshop. Do you know that this woman could only buy a half kilo of beans and a half kilo of posho, and that is the food I am supposed to eat until the man comes back.
So you were given separate saucepans?
No. When the man is there now, I am the cook at home. Okay. They buy food and I cook. But when the man is not there, she will never, not even breakfast, not lunch, don't even talk about supper. Because We were staying in Soroti.
And for her, she doesn't eat home.
To do what? There was I've forgotten the name of this takeaway. There was a fat woman in Soroti they used to call her Mama Musungu. Next to Soroti restaurant. That old building of the Somalis. There was a takeaway. I've forgotten the name of that takeaway. Because, you know, where we were staying is this house, opposite. Next to the Hindu temple.
Yes, yes.
That house belonged to a certain man called Obongonyeng. And he died. We went up to Namasa, some villages I don't know. We bought that house. That is where we were staying. I know everything about Soroti. I lived in Soroti, also for Gwang, minutes and so on. We used to be together, I know them. Huh? My life in Soroti, I know everything. So
at what point did you leave that home? Your uncle's home?
Which uncle?
I mean the man who spotted you.
Now that one also. When we got some money, again we bought land in Soroti, I mean in Katakwi, and seeds. He had registered some CBO, actually NGO, seeds, Support Sustainable Development Initiatives. I was actually UC something officer. We got money, fundings. Actually, we even got money from Katakwi. And we're having one of the projects in Kapelbyong. In all detail there, we bought a plot of land. We have not even built. So the land that we bought in Katakwi also, he started constructing the place that is building a hotel. And he turned or channeled all the resources there. Now I was taken there. Now, one painful thing, one day, you know, he started getting some boys who were building, and then he brought some boy there to manage the place. Now I asked him, how can you bring a manager, a builder to manage this place? Because the man was doing only wrong things. Allah. When I said, I didn't know that, first of all, this builder hated me. Why? Because of speaking the truth. So he has been telling the other one only bad things about Osire. Yet, I can tell you, my heart has betrayed me a lot. My kind heart has betrayed me a lot. Even I knew things that he did, but the biggest challenge I had with this man, as long as somebody has started telling him things, he's not, because he had all the I mean, his work was only to come with me, call me, we sit together as we have lived for long times, that Biaibo Berakirono. And then I tell him, one day, I was there. The man comes, tells me, you know what? I want you to pack your things and go. I said, what did I do wrong? Pack your things and go. Please kindly help me with it. Some transport. Kindly help me with the transport. The man refused. Just like that. I said, what have I done? So what do? I went, because I am very friendly to everyone. When I went and told some people, they said, this is unfair. If it was not because of you, that place would not have been closed. I told them, it's okay. Kindly help me with it. They gave me transport that was able to take me up to Kumi. I reached there. I went home. But now I had some boys of mine, they were staying in Kumi town. I started, and then he said, you come and we stay in town. So I went and I joined them. I told them, that was 1999. I told them everything that has happened to me. He said, no, this is simple. When I told his brother, the elder brother of this man, you know, the man started shedding tears and said, this is not my brother. Because he knows what I was doing there. When the other one tried to talk, he said, I don't want to hear anything. But I knew that the enemy knows that if this man, if I continue being there, then I'm going to grow to become a great man.
Yes.
But one thing, even when they leave for me with a half kilo of posho, half kilo of beans for 1 week for me to eat. Even if this woman gives me the underwears to wash and piles of clothes to wash and iron them, there is only one thing that was in my mind. believing that my God will change my destiny. Because one time she said, I even heard her say, is this boy mad? Because she brought those petticoats of hers. As I was washing, I was singing. I was glorifying God. I was singing. I was singing.
You to express torment.
Exactly.
Yes.
But I said the devil is a liar. I could sing. I could sing. I could sing. So I left.
Wow.
Now we are having a lot of chat. This is Gonja.
Okay.
This is all Gonja. Oh, the other side, those are cashew nuts.
Cashew nuts.
Yes.
You have market for cashew nuts.
You know, one of the things that I am good at, I like reading, and I take time to study so many things. By the way, we talked about education, stopped there, went there, then I started again.
Yes.
Yeah, that is when I got some money in Kampala. I moved, I went to the Makerere Business Institute, I got a diploma, I continued, and I have got money. In fact, if I wanted now, I would have even, maybe final whatever of my PhD. But I told myself one thing. There are so many kids, there are so many orphans that are crying day and night because their uncles have robbed them. Death has taken away their father. Death has taken away their mother. And they had the dreams of becoming medical doctors. They wanted to become engineers. But death has robbed them. Now the only people that they are remaining with, their uncles, have also taken away everything from them. I want to be a champion. That I am going to help these children with the small monies that I get for them, for their dreams to become successful. And I can tell you, I don't have a degree. But I just refused, because what will a degree do to me now? It is better for me to go into professional courses. What can degrees do to me now? Because I knew that if I continue pursuing the education, pursuing that thing that people want, I will become greedy. But I decided to give an opportunity to people, to the orphans that want to study. But they don't have resources. They cannot do it. And as we stand here in this bush here, these gardens here, I am very happy to tell you that I have 80 degrees over my head. The recent one, finally, I have gotten a medical doctor. A girl that the father died of a motor accident many years ago. The mother sold everything. By the time she called me, the mother called, I don't even know who to, but I am told that Bishop Okunya now is the one who told her, please talk to Pascal on the phone. The woman called me. Let me tell you, I don't know the woman, but I knew the man. I don't know the woman. When she called me, I told her it is well. Said, the only thing that I'm remaining with is only my clothes. Maybe to sell those ones also, to say that this girl has not failed. And remember, it was just 1 year in the university, pursuing bachelor's in medicine and surgery. I took over, I told that woman, from today, you are not going to send anything. Even sending the girl that the best thing for her she can do, Akirianu Imomwa, that fool, I said, I don't want you to cause a constipation to that girl. I am taking over that girl. Everything that concerns her, it is mine now. As we talk, she's in my home. She has finished, and she has passed very well. I have 2 girls, also in the medical field. They did nursing. I told them, I want you to become more professional. 2 of them, they are in Mengo, and they are doing those, it is called a sonography, those causes of ultrasounds and so on. Yes, those lab tech things. Yeah. I have also produced a lawyer. She's there. I have at the farm there is one boy called Sami. He did food science and technology in Gulu University. He got a first class. I have many that I cannot
Doctor,
talk.
maybe let me ask you a personal question.
Yes.
Your family. Maybe people will be interested to know. Doctor, is he married?
Yeah, I'm married.
How many children?
I'm married. I have 3 beautiful girls.
Okay.
I'm married, but I'm not yet wedded. I'm married. I'm married. Actually, I'm going to wed.
Okay.
Because this woman has stood by my side, and I said, now, it is time. In January, I'm wedding.
You shall get invited.
Yeah, that one is a must. I want you to come and shake there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Doctor, I want us to sum up with this interview.
Yes.
Take us through how Modern Agro Species Limited was formalized and how it later gave birth to MK Modern Organics.
Yes. In 2016, when I was in the world of despair, no, 2015, because I lost everything. Actually, again, I started doing some small business. I saw money and so on. When I got married in 2010, December 4th, that was a beginning of problems upon my life. I was hunted like a criminal. I got small monies from some people. I don't know what happened. So wrote it there. But you know what? Not even money lenders. Not even money lenders. Even in Moroto there, I was doing business there. And up to now, I have my money there. That died because the goats that I was given died. And one of these people, they are there in Soroti. They went to police, reported me to until one day I said, let me go. I was in the CP. I told them, I don't have money. If you want to send me to because what else can person gave me goats and goats died. What do you want me to do? The same person I told him is the same person who has taken me to police. Simply because I don't blame them also. Because the people who were with me were telling this man, that man has money. He doesn't want to pay you. These friends of mine started hunting for my life. But they don't know what is written in Psalms 2. The Bible says that, the wicked burn their arrows to shoot at the righteous at heart. But there is one who sits in his throne in heaven, and he laughs at them. All their plans did not succeed. And then most importantly, before even I conclude with, let me tell you, God has put all my enemies down under my feet. But because again he said, when they are hungry, feed them. I have fed all of them. Even those ones from Soroti who used to call me names, that one is a thief. I paid them all their money. And now when they have nothing to eat completely, they said, my brother, there is nothing. I said, 1 million is there, 500 is there. That is how good I am. Because one, I wanted to disapprove them. Actually today, if you hear anybody who is talking good about Pascal, those people were my greatest enemies. They fought me. But most of them, they were only using a word that others, the ones who thought they know me, they were telling them that is a wrong guy.
So Modern Agro Species.
Now, Modern Agro Species in the whatever of despair. Then one friend called me. When I found actually this lady, Christian Akelo, who used to be a deputy ED in NEMA, but by then she was a senior legal officer in NEMA. She told me that, because I told her, in case there is anything you want me to help you do, I am available, I'm doing nothing. She told me, you know what, I have some land in Lugasi, and I want to plant trees. So I told her, she told me it is okay, it is fine. She gave me her car, gave me work to do. I planted trees, I did everything. Now one particular day, I was in the garden, because I had a few friends in Kampala. One person called me, Papa, do you know I mean, can you get vanilla? To tell you the truth, I had never seen what is called vanilla. I have, you know, I was only reading those stories of vanilla, but I had never gotten a chance to see vanilla. I don't even know what vanilla looks like. I told him, what is wrong with you? I can get it. Eh? Immediately after that call, I asked the boys I was working with, because they used to call me Mugaga, Mugaga. I said, actually, one time, one of them confronted, who was a LOC one, we were working together. Why do you call him Mugaga all the time? Because for him, he felt like an insult. I told him, no, don't stop them, because they know I am going to be a rich man. These are people, Baganda now, I was talking with. So, I asked them about, I said, now, boss, we can even bring for you samples now. Remember, that is Mukono. Do you know, in the evening, they ran to a place where and they brought me samples. They took me to some guy. Fortunately, but that man also died. They took me to this guy. I looked at the vanilla. I took pictures. I got samples. I came to Kampala. In the night, I told these guys we have to meet. I met them. I said, this is the vanilla. There's a company that was given to supply vanilla and failed in Uganda. Now somebody had the eyes to see. That's why they asked and said, this is the address. Just start communicating to that company in Switzerland.
They gave you the address?
They gave us the 3 of us.
Okay.
So the guy sent us a document. We don't have any single information. Then again, one of our friends said, no, I have a company. Because we said, let's register a company. Said, no, I have a company. I have a company. Let us register what? Let us whatever this company. Let us start using it. So we started using that company. So one particular day, after sending the samples and so on, the Muzungu kept quiet for 4 months. I met with them. I told them, you know what? Today I am going to pray. I am going to send the angels of God to Geneva. Tomorrow, I want a response from this man. I prayed that night. By 9 in the morning, there was an email. The man is asking, which hotel do you recommend me to stay in? What? In Uganda. We recommended him to Munyonyo. He came. Now, but before then, I started now getting interest. I went to all these people who were processing vanilla. I met one. And by then, vanilla was not easy to get. One person had only 750 kilos dry. I went to him. I told him, I am bringing somebody here. But you have to talk like you know me. And that's why I like Baganda. For them, they will talk like Muganda Wange, as if they know you. Yes. Yet he has only known me for one day. I am telling you, it was, God is so amazing. So, this Musungu came. We went there. When he smelled, he said, wow, this is like chocolate. I said, great. And that vanilla, do you know how much the Musungu bought? Musungu bought $460 per kilo. Wow. Yeah. That is how the journey started. Later on did I know that there was a devil again who was behind. Now, when it comes to connections between the farmers, people who have vanilla, it is me. For these guys, for them, they are busy doing their office work because for them, they are working. Me, I give 110% of my time. Then, we continued. So now the Muzungu came and said, you guys, we need to register a company. We registered a company called Victoria Spices. 4 of us. But now when it comes to account opening,
This is Achiever's Voice.